Alright, just landed in Hong Kong after 17 long hours of travel. I was sitting next to a guy who I think was sick. He was sneezing and coughing the whole flight, but I hope I don't get sick. I think I slept the whole flight, but I have a 20-minute layover until I board the flight to go to Guangzhou. It's honestly still surreal to me that I'm moving continents from one part of the globe to another, but I'm super excited for the journey, and it's not something new to me. I've moved my whole life, and I think I'll be able to adapt fairly quickly. I've been to China multiple times on multiple occasions for family business travel, but this time I'm moving for pretty much good, and I'm excited for the new journey. I'm excited to document it all, show my life, how I'm building a business. I haven't posted anything in a while because I was in the phase of rebuilding myself, learning about myself, figuring out what I want to do in life. Because I feel like before I was filming based off of what other people are doing, but now I'm fully confident in who I am and rooted in who I am. So I'm excited to begin this journey, like I said. This looks pretty cool.
Да, но он по факту нихуя не сделал.
Он не сделал, он сказал, что I'm not sure how to create this exact type of design yet, but I'll show you some magazines.
Это вот это выбрал?
Да.
Это нормально.
I flew in last night. This has been in the making for over a year, but we've been working on this little project that's turned to be something meaningful and quite big. So we decided to take the risk and move to China and build a business here because of the accessibility to a lot of things, a lot of manufacturers, products. And the goal is to keep building the business that we're working on right now and then having all the different subdivisions under one umbrella. A lot of work to do, a lot of moving pieces. And right now it's all about amplifying and just keeping our foot on the gas pedal. And just keep going until we get to the point where we set our goal. Его здесь, этот вообще не идет, на него не тратятся деньги, так что его можно убирать.
Давай вместо него можем поставить лучше на Polkadot фотку. Ой, в аудитории.
Думаешь?
Да, если большая цена за клик, то это проблема аудитории.
We came to the park to do some pull-ups, dips, and the craziest part is that the majority of people that are here are older people, anywhere from 45 to 70. It's truly fascinating because in the Western world, you don't really see that. The majority of people that do work out and train are mostly younger adults or teenagers. So it's really cool to see. We have some dips, some pull-ups, some abs. We are the biggest fabrics and textile center in the whole world. This is my first time here. It looks just insane. My eyes are like going everywhere. I don't even know where to go, but look at this. We're just scoping around, seeing what's out here, and we are mostly looking for fabrics and textile for our customers. So we'll take you along, we'll show you the process of how we pick, what we look at, and the whole process overall. Let's say you're a brand and you want to make your own pieces from scratch. Instead of using overpriced blanks, you would find a company like us, and we can help you develop anything you want, from t-shirts to sweats to hoodies, shorts, anything. For example, right now I'm wearing Elwood sweats, and look at these. You can't really tell the difference, but the thing is, Elwood is most likely using blanks. If they're not using blanks, they are making them in the States where everything's pretty much overpriced. You can pick from different options, literally different colors, different patterns, different textile, which is really hard to find because when I was running my own brand, I was trying to find a perfect vendor to developed pieces the way I wanted it, and I could never find the fabric. As you all know, Aloe, Skims, Lululemon, those are trending companies, but these materials are the same, if not better, in my opinion. Romko, your favorite running brand definitely makes clothes in China. Look at this thermo. Perfect. Perfectly crafted thermo. They have like a dry fit like this. If you want, you can go and pick a material which you saw in the thermo, or you can pick a material like this, a fabric like this. Look how stretchy this is. So if you are running a brand, a running brand or a sports brand specifically, and you wanted to make a t-shirt or a long sleeve like this, you could pick any fabric, order it, and manufacture it here in China.
She's so cute.
Bye. That little girl was so cute. We were sitting at McDonald's having a snack and we left. She ran, she chased us and asked us for our WeChat. These are like the moments that you kind of live for, you know? Водичка, chicks. What a day, man. We've been up since 5 a.m. working, grinding. Let me see. Oh, I'm exhausted. We just signed a pretty big client. It's a startup, consumer technology. So we're doing a whole strategy development, website building, brand kit development, a full day of work, adventures, soaking up the knowledge, soaking up the market, learning, meeting people, creating connections. A lot of good things are coming. I'm extremely excited. I'm extremely thankful for this journey. Last year I was sleeping in my dad's bed, bro. But a year later, I'm in China, building a business. A lot more good things coming. But I wanted to get on here and talk about the importance of, especially if you're a creator or if you're running a business, of putting yourself online, putting your work online, posting your content, because it just gives you so many opportunities and exposure to other people, other founders, other creatives. And ever since moving here, I've made it a kind of a, not a mission, but I made it a priority to post more and to get out more and talk about what I do more. And I'm already having a lot of opportunities coming my way, like warm leads. People are reaching out and asking me about my business, what I'm doing, and asking to collaborate. So if you are running a business or you are a creative person, I know it's not easy. It's hard for me to get in front of the camera, talk in front of the camera, be in public and hold my camera and talking in front of it, but that's something that you gotta do, especially since we are living in a digital world where everything is so interconnected worldwide and you just don't know who's seeing your content. Today we spent the time to go to the centers with different manufacturers and vendors that are really private, and a very small amount of people have access to them. They literally took us through different hallways, 4 different doors. They have these showrooms where they show different pieces and concepts where you can go develop the product from scratch. And we're really taking the time to develop connections with these people and find them, curate the best vendors, give access to those brands who want to develop collections at a very top level. Coming up on a week of being in China, obviously there are still things that I'm getting adjusted to, like language barrier, culture, but honestly it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was scary at first to make that move because I moved to the States when I was 14 and I adjusted, I adapted, I've made a lot of friends that turned into family, and I've built a community, built a networking pool, but I honestly knew that I needed to make a change and get out of my comfort zone to become better, to learn more about myself. I think it's the best for me and it's the best move I've ever made. There's still a lot to learn. I realized one thing is that the things that you're not changing, you're choosing, and it was one of the hardest things to come to terms with. You truly need to get out of your comfort zone to really understand what you're capable of. What I'm trying to say here is that if you feel stuck and you don't know what to do, what you want out of your life, I truly encourage you to get out of your city, get out of your town, go meet people, explore, and I assure you that you will be able to find yourself.
Ты откуда знаешь?
Да я же с Берлёва, братан.
Они говорят, кто там, интересно. Ты представляешь, как тут все вот открыто?
Что, может, возьмем, да и мы потом закинем.
Потом закинем, говорит.
Обидится на нас.
Оставим.
Подожди. Ай, нихао! Ай, не замоя. Это братец мой. Таджаля. Тага. Что, не помог? Да.
А что, лапша есть у него?
Ну вот у него все что есть.
А он может заварить мне?
Сесени.
Okay. На рекламу. На все, которые у нас есть компании, поменяю рекламу. Nine days in, your boy got sick, been under the weather for the past 3 days. I kind of knew I was going to get sick because of the man I was sitting next to on the flight here. I also think that my immune system was just down from traveling and adapting to the new time zone. What I wanted to say is that our health is one of the vital things that we possess, and it's something not to be played with. So definitely take care of yourself. If you feel like you're pushing too hard, it's always good to take a step back to reevaluate and just to recover. I'm going to take a couple of days just to focus on the current projects that we have, do some computer work, do some client work, and then get back on the road. Not feeling my best. It's been 2 weeks since we got here, and it feels like I've been here for like over a month now or longer. Today we're meeting the guy who we had dinner with a couple of nights ago, who's going to show us around, show us the manufacturers that we haven't found yet. He was kind enough to do that for us. He's been coming to China for 5 years now, which is pretty crazy. I'm still sick. Yesterday was literally the worst. And to be honest with you, being sick is so ass, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm leaving in a month or so because of my visa, and then I have to re-enter. So the time is now. The time is ticking, and I have no time to waste.
Короче, мы сейчас в городе Гуанчжоу на премиальных рынках корейской одежды US и Фюмэй. 2 рынка. Здесь вы не найдете чуваков, кто селлеры там на маркетплейсах по типу Wildberries, потому что для них это просто дорого. Здесь одежда женская на первых 2 этажах, конкретно вот мы сейчас в Фюмэй. И с 3-го, 4-го это уже мужская история. Это премиальные материалы, шикарная фурнитура. Ребята нацелены на реализацию оптом здесь продукта. Ну и я думаю, что происходит сейчас в мире с точки зрения качества здесь рядом не стояло. Ребята очень быстро адаптируют тренды под себя. Ну, соответственно, юзают материалы всякие гораздо дешевле, нежели там покупать в готовом виде или шить.
Скажи, если бы, вот, допустим, мне понравилось что-то в этом магазине, в шоуруме, но я хотел бы подшить под себя,
Можно,
они
да.
могут это сделать?
От определенного тиража мы можем немножко видоизменить крой. Ну давай вот зайдем просто как пример. Это такая больше классическая,
Не,
это такая больше классическая история. Тут, ну, потрясающе вообще все. Если хочется замутить что-то по типу там Массимо, вот здесь все берешь, вот берешь таких 200 единиц. Не нравится длина рукава, просто вы ее на производстве чуть удлиняете. Уже готовые размерные спецификации, ребята просто могут под вас все подшить.
Это китайские размеры или они адаптированы?
Адаптированы, да.
Очень хорошо.
Ну, если кто-то хочет там оверсайз какой-нибудь, да. Соответственно, вот это все уберут, если мы хотим под себя. Еще составная бирка, она тоже могут сделать под нас. Единственный момент, мы не можем нашить уже на готовое изделие, надо на этапе пошива самой одежды, потому что тут 2 слоя, видишь?
да.
И бирка вшивается на первом слое. Вот она здесь.
My boy Johnny here did us a service and took us to the concept stores, so he's showing us around. And one thing that I want to show you is that I was talking about it earlier, but if you wanted to make a brand and put together a collection without a full-on production, you can pick out pieces like this, put together in collection, and literally start posting within the same day. Start making content about your brand the same day. Honestly, that's simple. But a lot of brands fail because first, they do not have access to things like that, and second, they just do not know how to put a collection together. They think about how to design, but they never think about how to go to market. And I think that's the most important thing. Look at this, look at the quality. This is heavy cotton, French terry. You will not be able to find blanks like this anywhere in America. And they will charge you for a very low quality blanks. They'll charge you what, probably like $20 for a hoodie, $20, $30 for a hoodie, plus printing, plus the tags. So the hoodie comes out to about $50, $55, and then you need your own markup of probably like 100% to have any type of profit margin, and then you have to think about marketing, shipping, all of that. So you're pretty much not making any money, and your product is trash. The prints, look at the prints. This is, это не DTG, да? Это screen print.
The screen, да.
Look at the quality of this print.
Нас тоже снимите.
Братики, собрались. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool stuff. Shit that you won't be able to find. First 2 weeks in China, the experience has been insane. I guess this is the end of video 1, and I wanted to say to whoever's watching, always count your blessings. And always remember that you have it better than someone else. If you're working on something, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and detach from the monetary value. Because when you do things out of desperation, they never work out. But once you detach from the results and actually enjoy the process, you'll see the actual results. Another thing that I wanted to say, help other people without expecting anything in return.